Graham, it must be a bit heartbreaking there, as well as you played, to come away with nothing out of the game.
Yeah, disappointed for the lads really. I thought we contained them for long periods. 2 set pieces in the end is what's troubled us, and we come away with no points. Disappointing, definitely.
What do you think was the difference today? Because it seemed like it was not only a game that you were dominating, but it was there for the taking as well.
Well, obviously we got to defend better from set pieces. I thought we were in control. I thought, first half we didn't look we were going to get caught at all. I felt quite secure in the shape, the way we passed it, the way we moved it forward, and we looked like we were going to create opportunities. But as I say, we come away today with nothing such disappointing. Long journey home now.
Just a 2-minute spell in the game where it didn't quite go right, and the whole of the game ruined. That must be really hard to take.
Well, it is. I mean, you talk about the detail in the game, and you talk about with the players' concentration levels that are needed at this level, and we know that they have quality. I know they're not in a great position in the league, but they have got players who can hurt you, and we must switch on. We switch off in midfield, give a silly ball away when we're in very good control of the ball. We end up having a corner that we have to defend when we didn't need to. So it's, as I go back to saying again, it's the intelligence we need to play with, and it's the concentration levels that we need to have on a more consistent basis.
Especially after the positive work and everything that had gone right in the week, it's disappointing when it comes down to conceding, not as many as you're scoring again, which has been a problem this season. Yeah,
it does, yeah, but we have to just go again on Monday.
You must be really happy though with the impact of one of the new lads from Manchester United, Johnny Kavanagh. It was difficult in commentary handling that name, and it was difficult as well at times for Bristol City to handle him on the pitch.
Yeah, he's got lots of energy. He's very workmanlike. He's got quality as well. He gives us balance as he's left-footed. I'm sure he'll be a big favourite, and he'll only grow with that performance, because it was a difficult game with the conditions and the pitch and very, very swirling winds. But I thought that both teams handled it as well as they could have, and we, as I say, disappointed to come away with nothing. But there are lots of aspects of it that I'm pleased with.
A very different system as well from what we've seen from you for a while. Lots of players almost floating around and in free rolls. It was a joy to watch at times. How much work had gone into that?
Not a great deal, if I'm being honest. We've done a lot this morning in terms of with a meeting. We lost Liam Miller. His girlfriend was pregnant. She had a baby yesterday, so it was going to be difficult for him coming up. And I had to change the game plan, so we didn't play with our orthodox centre forward as we would have done. So we had to come up with a system that we felt would frustrate and would cause them problems when we had possession of the ball. And I thought, as I say, first half we done that, but we need more quality in around the group. We need a help, and we need to get some bodies in. I had 4 kids today on the bench, under 20. 2 of them were YTS lads. Couldn't make up the 18 players who didn't have it. So it's difficult at the minute, but as I say, we go again Monday.
And you're working towards, I guess, that emergency loan when it opens that opportunity to bring in, to firm up that squad a little bit more then.
Yeah, and obviously the players that we had unavailable today, senior players who were missing. So yeah, we have to readdress, as I say, next week. We've got to get players back fit. We've got to try and get some numbers and some bodies with some quality into the group, and we've got to improve, no doubt about it.
Just a handful of hours, obviously, since you've got in the 2 new lads from Manchester United. You're really looking forward to working with those, and you're hopeful about what they can bring to us.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, because of the time frame we had to work with them, it wasn't ideal. That being said, we threw them in and they gave it their best shot. So there's lots of areas that we know when they understand their style a little bit more, they'll be more effective in the way we want to play. So as I say, it'll be a big week now this week, leading into the Gillingham game, and as I say, we crack on. We can't be disappointed. We need to wipe ourselves down and come back refreshed and energised and ready to go on Monday.
What sort of player have we signed in Charlie? Because he played about 5 roles as far as we could see in the game.
No, but he just played today as a left side of a three. We played a diamond. He switched and alternated between himself and Brad Potts, and I was pretty comfortable. I thought Bez looked in control of the game. He was front screening and filling the hole in front of Manuel Thomas, which I knew was going to be important. I think he's anything he wants to be. If he turns up, he can destroy any team in the league, and he didn't turn up first half. Second half, he decided he fancied it and wanted to have a go, and he got us on the back foot, got them up the pitch, and I felt he was causing us problems.
Were you hoping to do more business than you did on transfer deadline day? Were there more things that didn't come off?
No, not really. I would definitely like to do more business. I was looking to get a centre half in, but we couldn't get the right one for the right money, so it was difficult. But again, we'll have to get back to the drawing board in terms of recruitment and see where we go, but we are going to have to improve.
And with the players that you have moved on, has it given you that a little bit more space to manoeuvre within your budget in the squad?
Yeah, I think it has. Yeah, I think it has.
So there is, you've got money available if the right player comes up then.
I think I have. Yeah, I think I just said that.
Yeah. In terms of home now, I guess you'll be hoping that fans will build on the MK Dons game and come back for you at Gillingham, because that's going to be crucial, having those fans through the game.
Very much so. Yeah, very much so. I think our home form has been decent. We've had a good run at home. It's a game that we feel very much we can get something from, and we'll certainly be looking to get a win. So yeah, it's important to get behind us again, and we'll hopefully give them performance like we did against MK Dons.
Michael Drennan, did he pick up? Is he picked up an injury in there?
No, I think it's just adrenaline. I think he's fatigue set in because he's put that much pressure on himself, as you find with a lot of players who make the debuts. They set that energy they burn off probably before and after and during games rather. He cramped up, and I didn't want to affect him because I know he can be a key for us. When he play an important role over the coming weeks.
Just final one. It's just a 3-point gap between you and the bottom. It is a fight, isn't it, to stay in the division? Are you confident you've got enough in the squad? You're confident you've got the right players and the right characters in there to make that fight, to win that fight?
Yeah, we keep going every day. I think we keep trying to improve. That's all we can do. I'll keep chipping away at the board to see if we can get some more money, bring some more quality in, and we'll see where it takes us. All I'm going to look ahead to is the next day's training, the next game. I'm not going to look too far ahead. And as I say, disappointed today with losing, but very pleased with lots of aspects of the game. Cheers, thank you.
Cam, does it feel like a bit of a missed chance today, given the state of the game at half time and the way you seem to be in control?
Not really. I knew it was going to be a difficult game. I knew with the squad we had coming here, that was probably not the most experienced. I knew they'd have to manage areas and times of the game where they probably hadn't been to before, but I thought they gave it their best shot. I was concerned, obviously we didn't have Lee size. I knew with the size of the Bristol City team they would cause us problems at set pieces, and it turned out to be the case. That being said, I think we caused them enough problems. I think David Mill was lively. Michael Drennan was certainly lively. He was unlucky with his chance to hit the bar. So yeah, there's aspects of it that I'm pleased with, but likewise we need to be more consistent in the smaller details.
The subs that Bristol City made at half time seemed to turn the game. Why do you think they had the impact that they did in the second half?
They're quality players. They're quality through their squad. I don't think it's. I think it's. I'm not saying they're in a false position, because they're not in a false position because the table doesn't lie. But for the quality of player they have at this football club, it's a bit of a joke that they're in the position they're in. If I'm being honest, I knew coming off the getting off the bus, seeing their squad, I thought there's quality through it. They've obviously got a lot of players and a lot of money, and for whatever reason they haven't performed to the level that they probably can. But we don't have that luxury. So every game and every day is a scrap and a fight, and we've got to try and find ways to try and improve and battle to keep us in this league.
Are any of your injured lads anywhere close? Paul Thirlwell?
Getting there, but not ready. I mean, Terry's been out there for 4 weeks. He's probably going to be another 2. Mark Gillespie's going to be another 4 to 5. Lee will obviously be back next week. We need to start adding some quality. We need to start spending some money and adding some quality to them.
I think you mentioned a bit of extra experience as well. You'd like.
Yeah, I mean the middle of the team. I mean, we lost Max Aimer again this week. I know Max has been young, but he's played a lot of games at this level, and he's experienced. And it was a big miss to lose him. But I thought we acquitted ourselves very well on Tuesday, and I was hopeful that confidence would really sort of come to the fore today, and it did for periods. I thought the lads were secure in the shape. As I said, I thought they caused them problems in the first half. Second half, when they changed the system and went like to a 4-3 with the one fella on the Burns on the, I think it was Burns on the right cheating. He was causing us a problem. But it didn't affect us in terms of chances. But it did affect us in terms of the set pieces, because they have a real height advantage, and obviously a real physical presence that we didn't deal with well enough.
Is there any chance of Max at all coming back? Because
No.
I know he hasn't been on the bench, I don't think.
No, I don't know. I've seen it today, but I'm not sure. They called him back last week as cover, and he wasn't involved today. So we'll have to see in that one going forward.
How important are the next couple of games at home mean,
They're all
game's
important. Every
game,
game's
yeah.
important. It's silly to ask. I mean, every game's important. You know, we've got 18 games left to survive in this league, and we know what it's going to take. So, you know, as I say, we're going to run out of chances. We made individual errors today that have cost us, and it's disappointing. But all I can do is go again on Monday.